things first, guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. Sorry I missed you last week. I was en route to our new friends there in beautiful Kansas City. Well, I should say Overland Park, because that place is awesome. If you guys have never been, Overland Park is a pretty fantastic spot. And I was fortunate enough to not only meet a handful of those agents, and by handful, I mean that whole team, but I was able to be out there with our part of our executive team, which was awesome. So it was so good. In this theme that I'm going to roll out to you, I mentioned it to Carrie, and she goes, wow, that's cool. Do I need to do it? So without further ado, Teresa, let me ask you a question. Do you know what a guilty pleasure song is? Yes or no?
A guilty pleasure what?
A guilty pleasure song.
Guilty pleasure song, no.
So a guilty pleasure song is sort of described, sadly, as like, you know every word to every song, and it's damn near like full-blown embarrassment. Like, guilty pleasure song for me, guys, is Firework by Katy Perry. Yes, I know every word. It is what it is. I'm sorry that you guys know this about me. But this is a song that can flip your mood just like that. Like, absolutely change your tune, change the way you're looking at things, all of those different stuff, right? Like, music as a whole, I think you guys all know this is good for our soul. Right? Study after study after study will tell you that it will release certain stressors. It will release certain physical pains, emotional stress, all of those different things that we have. So you're probably asking like, okay, Jeff, what are you talking about, right? Normal for a Mindset Monday. So I always bring it back around. So here's what I like to do. I have certain songs that will just get me so intentionally focused. Like if I hear it accidentally, or if I deliberately play it like on a playlist on Spotify, or I hear it on Pandora, or heck, I even just hear it on the radio. And so over the next few weeks, guys, I'm going to let you inside this troubled little brain of mine, because you're going to be like, oh, now I sort of get it, right? So you probably always think it's the coffee that gets me rocking and rolling and raring to go. It's actually certain songs or lines of a song that are just constantly playing on repeat in my head that'll just like I can't shut it off. I just absolutely can't shut it off. So I'm going to read you something. Bear with me. You know I'm back like I've never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I've never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life and some peace of mind. Seek and I find, can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, grab the keys to the ride and bleep, I'm straight. I'm on my wave. I'm on my wave. Get out my wake. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you die twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is last time that somebody mentioned your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend, it's Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring us, got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Woo! I feel glorious. Guys, that is the first verse of Glorious by Macklemore. And off of his album Gemini that came out, I don't know, 5 years ago, doesn't matter. That song will completely flip my mood. And you're probably going, well, how? Like, what about it, right? So let me break this thing down for you guys here a little bit. So the first few lines, right? You know I'm back like I've never left, another sprint, another step. Guys, we all have dreams. We all have dreams. And it's just a matter of how hard we're working towards those things every single day. And like you, I can get derailed really, really quickly. I hear this song and it brings me right back. If you guys could see my office, the wall that I face when I talk to you guys, there's 2 pictures of my son. There's pictures that I haven't put up right behind me of my wife, my family. That's my focus, right? That is sort of what gets me out of bed every single day, so that I am absolutely laser focused on everything I do, right? So there's a ton of haters out there in the world, and I've had haters in my life. That first line, been chasing dreams, but I never slept. Guys, we've talked about the crabs in the bucket before, right? 1 crab, you got to have a lid. 2 crabs, you're good, right? You've heard the story. Crab fisherman, 1 bucket or 1 crab, he's got to put the lid in. He catches another one. That's the other one that's just pulling him down, or her, excuse me. So guys, people are uncomfortable when you do something just a little extraordinary, just a little outside of ordinary. They get a little uncomfortable. So next part, I'm on my wave, get off my wave. I'm running late. What can I say? Guys, I charge at things. I absolutely charge things. And when I don't, I feel miserable. I beat myself up. So stay true to who you are, right? And that line to me is, I think of one of the books I shared with you a couple of weeks ago, Rhinoceros, right? Like just that rhinoceros success, like it's charge, 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 charge. I'm an 8, Enneagram 8. It's a charger, right? Get out of the way or hop on board. Like it is what it is, kind of a thing. That is an awesome line. And then, so when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? What's our motto? Changing lives. What I love about that song, or about that line, I should say, is did I take more than I gave? And this whole organization is about changing lives. We talked about it at length last week when we were down there in Kansas City, and I shared the story. The first time I met Todd, I was sick as a dog, and I was ready to run through a brick wall for the man because of his vision, because of what he's done with this company and all the people that he's surrounded himself with. So the song itself is kind of fun. And I started rattling it off, that first verse, as if I was listening to it. So forgive me, because I had just had Macklemore playing in my head that entire time. And I wanted to be able to listen to it. And if I could figure out the technology side of this, maybe next week you'll actually hear what I'm talking about. But it is an incredible song. And for me, it just winds everything right back to stay focused, stay true to who you are, but also what you're trying to accomplish. I know you guys have a certain song, and maybe you've never thought of what those songs look like or sound like. I would encourage you to start listening to lyrics a little differently. Listen to the words and be like, does that apply to my life today? Does that apply to who I am as a human being? All of those different things. So get off my wave. I'm running late. Always running late. I think it's a phenomenal line in that song, but just as we start the new year, okay, today's what, the 10th of January, find that focus, find that intentionality, be so deliberate in what you're trying to accomplish, and nothing will get on your wave. So that's what I got for you guys today.